Hello and welcome to the Answer Series Natural Sciences videos based on our study guides. In this video, we will look at the properties of mixtures of elements and compounds. As stated in the previous video, elements and compounds are pure substances, which means that they cannot be separated by physical means because their atoms are chemically bonded together. A mixture, on the other hand, consists of a combination of different pure substances, in other words, different elements and or compounds that are not chemically bonded together. Therefore, we can physically separate a mixture. Examples of mixtures include air, which is a mixture of different gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen, seawater, which is a mixture of salt and water, and sugar water, which is a mixture of sugar and water. Notice that each of these images, the air, sea, and sugar water, represents a mixture because more than one kind of compound is present, but none of them are chemically bonded to each other. So here's an analogy, an everyday example, to remember the difference between a mixture and a compound. A salad is like a mixture because it is a mixture of different ingredients. Lettuce, tomato, cucumber, onions, and peppers, all of these different things in the salad are visible and they can be physically separated from each other at any time because they've not been chemically bonded together by any chemical reaction. The different components of this mixture will also keep their original properties. So that's because no chemical bonding between the atoms took place. So if you unmix the salad and you take out the cucumber, that cucumber will still look, smell, and taste like cucumber, and the same goes for all the other ingredients. On the other hand, a compound is more like bread. To make bread, you mix a lot of different ingredients together to make the dough. Then you put that dough into the oven and bake it, and that's like a chemical reaction that gives the energy for the atoms and molecules to change. Once baked, you can't physically break that bread apart into the individual ingredients that were there initially. You can't take out the flour, the butter, the salt, or the yeast because they're now all chemically bonded together in this bread. So in pure substances like compounds, the compound will have different properties compared to its original components. The bread, which is the product, the compound, looks different, smells different, tastes different compared to its original ingredients, its original elements like milk, sugar, eggs, yeast, etc. Now let's look at a chemical example of a mixture compared to a compound. When iron shavings and sulfur powder are mixed by hand, no chemical reaction has taken place. The mixture is still easily separated physically with the use of a magnet because the iron shavings are magnetic, they're metallic, so you can separate the iron from the sulfur by extracting them with the magnet. If, however, the iron and the sulfur were heated together, then they would have undergone a chemical reaction and formed a completely new compound called iron sulfide. And this iron sulfide now has completely different properties compared to the iron and the sulfur that we initially put together. This new compound iron sulfide is no longer magnetic, and therefore we can't separate it back into iron and sulfur by any physical means like using the magnet. Iron sulfide is now a pure substance, a compound, because the iron and sulfur atoms have chemically bonded together in a fixed ratio. One iron atom for every one sulfur atom, so the ratio is 1 to 1. Key terminology for this video includes mixture. Check out the video description below for practice questions from our study guides. If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new episodes. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook to stay on top of the latest TAS news and launches. So that's it for now from the Answer Series, your key to exam success.